And so Puccini, I really feel that maybe his compositional style, something about his style, is just so fabulous. He is one of those composers like Verdi or Mozart or Wagner that we just so closely identify opera with, right? The music is dramatic, the stories are captivating and compelling, and all the things that you look for in really highly dramatic stories. There's so much in opera that is almost unspoken. There's a way that Puccini, in articulation or in the way he colors a certain text, a line of text, that he might put an accent on something, or he might put a slur or a tenuto or a fermata, at a really heightened dramatic moment. And these moments give us a glimpse of maybe the motivation of that specific text. And this is one way in which Puccini, he overmarks the scores. There's so much detail in all of these scores, and I think that may be one of the unique qualities of Puccini in his approach to composing operas. This is our 5th season in our Puccini cycle, which we've done Bohème and Fanciulla and Turandot and Butterfly last season. One thing they have in common is that the heroines are tragic. The ending of every single one of these operas, it's just and so it has survived these last 120 years for a reason. It's one of the great stories, one of the great operas of all time. Puccini, his approach to this opera, I think specifically, is very motion picture-esque. There are all kinds of emotions that these characters are experiencing, or themes that are associated with certain characters. And I think that our audiences, whether they realize it or not, they're influenced by this sound color and these little motives that pop up throughout the opera, and how they adjust and are manipulated over the course of the evening. Scarpia's music, I keep thinking about Scarpia. There's this chordal progression that's at the very beginning of the opera. These just huge chords in the brass, full orchestra, just frightening music, and it's just bombastic. And that is absolutely descriptive of Scarpia and his personality, his powerful personality, also corrupt personality. And that theme, that choral progression, it comes back throughout the opera, but it comes back in different ways. And it pops up in a moment of romance, and you think, well, why is that there? Scarpia's underneath it all, So it's interesting to see how our audiences, if they recognize that, and how it makes them feel about the opera in that moment. I think if they just come with open minds and open ears and open hearts too, they will walk away very satisfied. You have to come see this opera. We haven't done it in 10 years, and there's a reason. It's not been seen in a decade. It's because now more than ever it is time. This piece specifically, because of the history and the background of what Rome was going through in 1800. Think about what America and what the global political climate is right now, what we're all going through as a human race in 2019. This time more than ever, it's a relevant piece for the world. And we haven't done it in 10 years because we didn't have a cast like this. I am thrilled with these 3 principal artists that we have coming, and I'm sure you'll be hearing about them in our videos and seeing them in the audience. But this is really one of those special casts and one of those special moments, and audiences will not want to miss this.